Chat, I'm going to court. I went to go drop something off because I needed to return something. So I was going to go return something at the local UPS store. On the way to the UPS store, I'm driving my car, you know, my cute little Toyota Corolla. I park. First, I have to get food because I'm really hungry. And I know you guys are going to say, of course, but like, I don't want to go on an empty stomach because I was eventually going to go get groceries, and you don't want to get groceries on an empty stomach. Then you'll buy a lot of things you don't need. So I park and I get my Culver's food. Culver's is like the Midwest version of Cookout. It's really fucking good. It's so good. Bro's fucking yapping bench. So do you guys want me to tell the story or not? Now, as soon as I start telling the story, you're like, you're yapping, man. Sorry, I can't pay attention for more than 10 seconds. Don't worry, Coder. I have a TikTok. Just go watch the TikTok, man, all right? So after I get my Culver's, I get like a double deluxe burger, and it's really good. Probably the best burger I've had in a while. And I get some mac and cheese, like Wisconsin mac and cheese. Their mac and cheese was actually pretty shit. I drive over to the UPS store, and for context, everybody, this is where the Culver's is. There's a parking lot here. I'm at this parking lot. Then there's like a road here, and this is where the UPS store is. So it's really, really close to each other, right? So I start driving my Toyota Corolla, literally just across the street, like a 15-second drive. And then all of a sudden I look behind me, and I'm seeing police lights on. And I don't hear any police siren, but I'm like, oh my God, are they going for me? I get really scared, right? Because like, what if the police siren goes on? What if they're finally going to catch me for like being too much of a people cutie and I get arrested? Holy shit, I was so scared. I didn't know what was going to happen. I stop in the UPS parking lot. I park somewhere. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, did I do something wrong? I drove for like 10 seconds. My thought process was maybe I was speeding right here, and maybe that's what got me, or maybe there was a stop sign and I blew it. That's what I was worried about. I was worried I blew a stop sign. Because if you blow a stop sign, like, you're a real fucking idiot. Like, they're going to throw the book at you, right? They're going to do as much as the law allows them to. So the cop comes up to my to my car. I lower the window on the left side, the driver's side, but he comes over to the other side, which makes me even more nervous because I'm like, damn, is he bringing like backup or something? Is he scared of me? Why is he trying to take the further window? Like, you do that when you're worried about the driver doing something crazy. And the cop goes, hey man, do you have your license? And I'm like, sure. And I instantly, a red flag goes off, because usually the first question cops ask is not, do you have your license? They say, do you know why I stopped you? Because they're trying to bait you into seeing like if you're going to admit to it or not. They usually start by saying, do you know why I stopped you? He first asks, do you have your license? I'm like, sure. I give him the license. And he's like, the reason why I stopped you is because you flagged a camera that notified every single squad car in the city that you were driving a suspended vehicle. What? Huh? What the fuck? What camera? I was at a Culver's. The fuck? Huh? I was so confused. I was eating in the Culver's parking lot, and I drive 5 seconds to the other spot. I thought I had blown a stop sign or something because he had all the lights on it. But apparently I was flagged by a camera, and it alerted he said every single police officer in the city got notified, or like in the area got notified that apparently you're driving a suspended car. So you stole a car? Okay, I did not steal a car. I've been driving this Toyota Corolla since 2017. I've only driven this one car because my previous car, I had it parked and it got totaled because a woman drove past a 4-way stop sign and hit my parked car, and she was a little bit drunk and she was also on her phone. I'm so confused because I have been driving this car for years, and the guy's like, do you have insurance on it? Because he's thinking I stole the car, right? He's thinking I stole this car, which is probably why he's on the other side. He probably thinks I'm armed and dangerous because I stole a car. Now, keep in mind, my car is dirty as fuck. He can see the Culver's bag and shit. I have my wallet out. I don't have a gun or anything. I'm wearing these exact clothes. Like, I am not a threat. I think he realized pretty quickly I was not a threat. I even shaved, you know? So I show him like, hey, I'm kind of confused why you're saying my license, my registration's expired because I have insurance. And he was like, did you have a lapse in insurance? Do you not have insurance? Because that would be the main reason you lose your registration. If you register your car, but then you don't have insurance, in Illinois, they can just like remove your registration. You're required to have insurance, and they check. So I showed him that I not only have insurance in Illinois, but that I've had insurance previously, like on this exact car. And I show him like the VIN and everything, and he's like, do you have the license plates on it? And I'm like, I'm trying to look for it in the app, and I can't find it on like the Aboba insurance app or whatever. I can't find it anywhere. But like, I have the literal VIN, the exact identifier of my car right there. And he's like, give me a couple minutes. And I'm like, okay, sure, thank you. He walks out and he goes back to his police car, and he's there for what feels like 20 minutes. And all these thoughts are just going into my head, because if you're driving a suspended vehicle, they're thinking you stole it. Like, you straight up go to fucking prison. And no joke, I hate you guys, because you guys are gonna take this and be like, oh my god, he loves us. My first concern was, shit, how am I gonna show up to stream tonight? What if I'm not gonna be able to show up to stream? What if I won't be able to send a Discord message and say, guys, I'm not able to show up today? That was my main concern, because like, fuck, I gotta show up to work, right? I don't want you guys to get mad at me, and I don't like it when I don't cancel stream without telling you guys. I can't remember the last time I canceled stream without notifying you guys. You would be messaging chatters to bail you out? Actually, yeah, I would have not told my mom or anything about that. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Holy, I would have actually, Hot Bio Lava, please save me. I should have done that in the car. I should have gone, have you guys seen that meme of like that guy, that sovereign citizen, the guy who's like pretending he's not a citizen or whatever? This guy.
Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please, Donald Trump, please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump, please.
So maybe I should have done that, but with Hot Bio Lava, just be like, Hot Bio Lava, you can hear me, please save me, please. Oh my god, I want someone like that, but with Miku and Tito. Yeah, there's a lot of meme versions of that. So I'm trying to figure out what happened, because my dad gave me this car years ago. If this car was registered, if this car wasn't registered, if it was a suspended car, or like the guy was asking if I had a suspended license, I didn't. If I had a suspended car or license, they wouldn't let me get insurance on it, like straight up. So that shit makes no sense. Even the other guy's confused. I have no clue what the fuck is going on. The guy comes back and he's about to like write me like a ticket or whatever. And then I realize this is where I got clutched up. Remember how I said my car was super duper dirty? One thing I left in my car because it was super dirty and I hadn't finished unpacking it was my car title. And I was like, wait, officer, I do remember now, since I've still just moved to Illinois. Here's my car title. And it has my name and it has the Chicago address on it. It has the address. So like, this is proof I did not steal the car. How the fuck would I have a title for this car in my name and a Chicago address? There's no way I would have stolen it. But your eyes widened, I bet so fast. I got clutched so hard. I got saved so hard. You could have forged it? No, it was an authentic thing. There's like, you know, special paper and everything. But the nice thing is this time around, the guy came over to my driver's side car window. So clearly he felt like we were like friends now. We were like chill. The guy goes, oh, okay. He looks at my title. He sees the Chicago address. He realizes like, okay, so this guy's legit. This cop, oh my god, what a G. He says, okay, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but you have the title and everything. Normally I'm supposed to tow your car and give you a fine, right? Because you're technically driving a suspended vehicle. You're legally not allowed to drive this. Like, this isn't allowed to be on the road. I'm not gonna tow your car. I'm not gonna give you a fine or anything. I'm gonna let you go with a warning. You just have to make sure I needed to drive back home like immediately. Like, I know you were gonna go into the UPS store. I needed to go back home immediately. I'm gonna give you a warning for your suspended registration. And holy shit, I felt like I was in such a clutch fucking moment. Oh my fucking god, dude. The title actually came out of nowhere and clutched it. What a fucking W, dude. No fine, no towing. I get to drive back home. We're all good. Thank God, okay? And then the cop says, I still have to hand you this citation ticket. The cop says, my hands are tied because it's a suspended registration. I have to give you this citation, and your court date is at the bottom. And you have to show up to court. And you're probably going to need to call the Secretary of State to figure out what's going on with your registration, because it looks suspended on our end. And I'm like, okay, thank you, officer. Because like, at the end of the day, he cut me a deal. And I know that it's not his fault. There was no reason for me to push it further. I had used all of my strategies. I acted like the victim. I was absurdly polite to them. I narrated what I was doing. And also I was in the right, you know? So I had no clue why they thought my license was my stuff was expired. So I go straight home and I'm like, shit, well now I gotta go to court. Let me make sure that I'm like not, let me make sure I prepare like a few things just to make sure I can prove that like my stuff is registered. So I call the Secretary of State, I call like the DMV, and I give the DMV my information, and they say, I give them my license plate, I give them my VIN, I give them the registration, I give them my name, GappyV, and they say, that's not your name. I'm like, what? What do you mean that's not my name? And I say, no, the car should be under GappyV. And they say, it's not under that name. And I say, oh, okay, is it under my father's name? And I give them my father's name. I don't know. What should my father's name be? Gapinder? Okay, is it under Gapinder? And she goes, I can confirm that. Like she's like, it's like she's not supposed to say it, but she goes, I can confirm that's the name under it. And I'm wondering like why it's expired. And she says she doesn't really know, but if I want to go to the DMV, I can go to the DMV like literally today and get my registration fixed. All I have to do is bring my ID, which is from Georgia, but still proves my ID, bring the title and a piece of mail that shows that I live at my current Chicago address. And I explained to the woman, like, okay, what documents work for that? And she says, okay, well, how about a utility bill? I live with my mom. How about a lease agreement? We don't have a lease agreement. How about a credit card statement? I don't have any credit card statements with that. How about any official USPS or government mail? I just moved to this address. And she's like, well, you're gonna need something. And I realized, wait, I have some health insurance mail. I can use that, right? And she goes, I don't know, I'm not the DMV person. What? This is the DMV call center. What do you mean? I don't know. You're the person I'm asking you. I'm calling in to see if you know. What do you mean you don't know? So she's been saying, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. You need this, you need this, you need this. And I say this, and she's like, I don't know. Depends on the person. Like, what? Hello? All right. No wonder people hate the fucking DMV people. And I'm so nice to them. Because remember, the customer service Gappy strat. No matter what the situation, you should always, 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 always be nice to the person in front of you, even if they're a fucking idiot, because they will work harder for you. This happens every single time. You should always be super duper nice to the other person on the phone. It always works in your favor. Yelling at them only makes things worse. But she's like, okay, you can go to DMV. Here's the DMV in Chicago. Go over there. So, I'm like, okay, let me go drive over to the Chicago DMV. I grab everything. I grab my ticket. I get everything in my little thing. I got my health documents, whatever. And I go over to my car, and then I realize I can't drive it. In fact, the police officer told me, you should probably not drive this car until you get it fixed, because if you trigger another one of our cameras, you might get a different cop and he might tow your car or arrest you. So I had to spend $20 on a fucking Uber to the DMV. You're supposed to use Ubers when you're traveling, not to go to the fucking DMV. It felt so fucking stupid. Ain't nothing to the flock. Appreciate it.
An anonymous user gifted a
Interesting
tier 1
gift
sub
sub. Maybe
to
we'll get
Flock.
back to that later. I take the Uber. I get to the DMV. I get in line. And I show them my title and everything. I'm like, it's a guy who's new and he's in training. His name was like Miguel. We'll go with Miguel. I think that wasn't his name, but we'll go with it. Miguel goes, okay, hey, thank you so much for being here. Like, he's clearly going through like a script. Like, can you show me the X, Y, and Z? And I show him X, Y, and Z. And he's like, okay. He looks at it. And the woman next to him goes, yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, we don't take health insurance information. Like, he was about to give me the license plates, the new registration, and the woman next to him is a fucking snitch and says, yeah, it doesn't work. Nope, don't do it. And so I'm like, oh, okay, well, like, it literally says the new address in Chicago on it. And she's like, nope, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even though the USPS wrote it, it doesn't matter. We don't take health insurance information. You need a bank statement. And I'm like, okay, can I just go get a bank statement and come back here? And he's like, well, I don't know if you can do that. We close at 4:20. Like, we don't take new customers at 4:20. And I look at the clock and it's 3:30. I have time. I can fucking do it. At 4:20 is when they stop taking new people. So I realized I need to fucking book it to my local Wells Fargo to get a fucking bank statement. I am not paying for this Uber and then having to pay for an Uber tomorrow to do the same shit. So I get another Uber to go from the DMV to Wells Fargo. Why can't you just pull up a statement on your app? They needed a physical copy for some reason. They were really adamant about it. So I get an Uber. Some nice Latino guy, we'll call him Alberto. Alberto was his name. Alberto starts booking it. And I realize, I look at the clock, it's already been 15 minutes since the guy showed up at 3:45. It's gonna be a 10-minute drive to the local Wells Fargo. Then I have to go in, get my stuff, and then I have to call another Uber. It's gonna take forever. So I asked Alberto, how much did they pay you for this ride? And he said, oh, they paid me like $8. I told Alberto, I'm gonna need to go inside the Wells Fargo to grab stuff and then come back. If you wait there and drive me back to the DMV, I will pay you $10 cash. I felt like a real fucking New Yorker, you know, Wolf of Wall Street. And Alberto thinks about it and he goes, oh, okay, I'll do it. So Alberto drives me to Wells Fargo. I get inside the Wells Fargo. I look at the clock. It's 3:55. It's a 10-minute drive back to the DMV. I should be able to make time, all right? I just have to get this, I have to get this paper within 5 or 10 minutes. No line at the Wells Fargo bank. I walk up to the first nice lady, this elderly woman. We're relaxing a bit, you know? Things are getting a bit more normal, right? And I show her my card. I'm like, hi, ma'am, you know, I'm just trying to get a statement so I can, you know, get my license here. I just moved to Chicago, right? And she's like, okay, here you go. She takes, literally, she looks at my card, she looks at my ID, then she stares at her computer screen for straight up 5 minutes. I don't know how long it takes to press the print button, but she took 5 minutes to print it out. I gave her all my information, and she just stares at the computer for 5 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck to do. It's just printing it. I'm not asking for a deposit or anything, just print it. And so she finally prints it, and she's like, here's your credit card statement. And I look at it, I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm about to leave, and I'm like, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You have a good one. And I take a quick look at the document. Thank God I did. It says Georgia. It has my rural Georgia apartment on it. I can't use that. I almost left and fucked up. So I go back to her and I'm like, wait, actually, I need something that says my Chicago address, the one right here. Can you get me the document that says that? And she's like, let's see. I can get you, when your next statement comes out, I can get that to you. And I'm like, okay, when's my next statement? Well, your previous statement ended yesterday, so your next statement would be 30 days from now. I am not waiting 30 days to get my fucking license plates, dog, okay? What the fuck, okay? I'm not waiting that long. So I asked her, is there anything else you can print out? And she's like, let me see. And this nice lady at Wells Fargo, she finds a account summary document, like a banking account summary document, and she prints that out, like a deposit account summary. And she prints that out. It has the Chicago address. We're good. And I look at the clock. We're fine. Until I realize it's 4:05 p.m. I get outside, and I hope Alberto's there. I get out, I look at the parking lot. I'm looking for that red car. I don't see him. And I hear a car start. Alberto's right there. Alberto not only dropped me off at the Wells Fargo, he moved his car to the front so he could drive me back. Now, Alberto did park in the handicap parking spot. So, jackass technically, but yo, W Alberto, right? W Alberto. I still don't even know, keep in mind, I still don't even know why my car is suspended. I just know it is, okay? We still haven't even figured that out. The mystery still isn't even over. We still don't even know what camera caught me. We're still trying to figure it out. But right now, I need Alberto to take me to the fucking DMV. And so I get in, I'm like, Alberto, I start pulling out the $10, and I say, Alberto, do you need the address? And Alberto goes, no, I've been here my whole life. I know the way. He gets there, it's a 10-minute drive. He gets there in 7. Holy shit. So I make it there at 4:12, 4:13. And remember, the guy at the DMV said, I think you should come back tomorrow. We close at 4:20. I get back in line and I see that same guy. The guy's looking at me and he's like, oh shit, you know? He thought he could tell me to come back tomorrow? Fuck you, man. I came back at 4:13, man. I had time to spare. I finally get back to the guy at the DMV. Alex thinks it's up to Alberto. Yo, W Alberto. That guy was
Alex
sick.
The gamer
Oh my god, that guy was a fucking gamer, man. I appreciate it.
They have given 12 gift subs in the channel.
Thanks, Alberto. We're no longer Supersonic Racing. We've made it back, right? I'm like, hey, I have the bank statement. Don't worry, I wanted to finish it today. So I hand him the account deposit summary. He looks at it, he sees the address, and he's like, okay, you're all good to go. I'm finally getting my new license plates. And then the translator from the back goes, actually, we don't accept that. I paid Alberto like $15 on Uber and $10 cash. So right now it's $55 total in transportation, like 45, 50 bucks. And I'm getting cucked twice by random ladies I'm not even talking to. Oh my God, I've been double snitched, man. And Miguel even goes, but this is a bank statement. It's from Wells Fargo. And she says, no, that's actually just a deposit statement. That just means he opened an account. That doesn't mean it's a real statement. Even though the document says I opened the account in like 2020. What the, you think I just forged that document in 5 minutes? What the fuck? So I'm just like, oh my gosh. And he starts asking, oh, well, maybe do you have like a mobile app that I can look at? And like, you can show me the address there. And I start pulling up the address because I have it in my account details. And then the woman on the back goes, sorry, actually, I can't have it on your account details. It needs to be from a statement, okay? It needs to be from a statement. And I can't get it from a credit card statement because the next credit card statement is a month from now. And so that stupid jackass walks away, thankfully. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I start telling him, like, I just got a ticket today for a suspended registration. I don't even know why it's suspended, but apparently it is. I just need this plate, like, at the address on my title. It's the same address, you know, in Chicago. And so I didn't start crying, but I was starting looking through my bank. And Miguel looks at my title and he goes, oh, wait, you don't need any extra documents. If it's the address on your title, you're fine. So you're telling me I drove around and had to pay extra to go to Wells Fargo, and I didn't even need the document, and they still rejected me the first time and told me I needed the document. They just told me that for no reason, like just for funsies, just for funsies. They just wanted me to go on a joyride. They wanted me and Alberto worked so hard, man. Alberto worked his fucking ass off for me, man. It didn't matter. Why? What the hell, man? Come on. You're gonna do that to, I don't care about you doing it to me. You're doing that to Alberto, man? You're telling me Alberto was pointless? Well, hey, at least apparently he can get me the plates now. He never even needed any other document. So he's like, okay, here you go. Here's your plates. That'll be $151. I'm still paying to like move. I'm still paying off all my movements and shit. Like all the boxes I had to pay. It was like $800 to ship everything to Chicago. All the costs of moving and shit. Oh my God. But like at this point, I just want the plates. I swipe a credit card. He gets the $150. Declined. Thankfully, no, because I used my other card that wasn't maxed out. Because I only have one card right now that has any balance on it and it's maxed. All the other cards are empty. I tell the guy, yeah, I'm so sorry about all this. Like, I don't really know what happened, but I just got randomly stopped and they said my license was suspended, or not my license, my registration was suspended. I didn't know why. And I gave him my plate number. Miguel hands me back and Miguel writes it down. He hands me back all the documents and he starts looking at the plate number and he goes, wait, yeah, this isn't your plate. And I say, yeah, it might be under like my dad's name, Gapinder. And he says, oh yeah, I don't know if I can even renew this for you. And then I look through the documents I have. I hand him back that piece of paper where he wrote his license plate on. He goes, oops. And he like gets these big eyes. I'm like, haha, don't worry, I'm not a snitch, don't worry. Because that fucking piece of shit snitch wasn't around. So I wasn't gonna tell him, hey, you just almost handed me sensitive information of a bunch of other people's license plate infos and sensitive information on how to access the DMV system. I just immediately handed it back like a good noodle, right? He tells me, yeah, I'm seeing here that Gapinder sold you this car, right? And I'm like, yeah, he did. And he said, well, Gapinder revoked the plates a while ago. My dad sold me the car and then he manually revoked the plates without telling me. Like, he canceled the registration of the car, knowing that would literally send me to prison. That could literally send you to prison if you're driving an unregistered car. What the fuck, man? I can see why you don't talk to your dad. Yeah. What, did you call him? No, I haven't talked to my dad in years. Definitely not talking to him after that, man. Oh my God, what the fuck? What a piece of shit, man. Oh my God. You didn't transfer the registration? The title's in my name, but apparently the plates weren't, and he canceled the plates months later. Is that why you're taking to court? Are you taking your dad to court? No. Because you've been driving the car like that for years. I don't know how long it's been suspended, but apparently it's been suspended at some point. I might have been driving it. It might have been 5 years. It might have been 1 year. It might have been 5 months. Who knows? I don't know exactly when he canceled it, but he did cancel it without telling me. I get my plates. I'm finally able to go home. I put the new plates on and I look at my ticket because I still have to go to court. And I noticed 2 things. One, the court date is January 7th, 2026. Why the fuck am I waiting this long? But hey, at least I fixed the registration issue the same day, like an hour, like literal hours after I got the ticket. And I even have the receipt from the DMV to prove it. So I'll show to them I'm a good noodle, right? At least in January 6th, it would have been way funnier if it was on January 6th though. They wanted you to be available on Jan 6? No, I'm not gonna do anything on Jan 6, guys. There's no Jan 6 reunion I'm going to, Sean. The other thing I noticed, and a lot of chatters were pointing this out earlier, just making memes about it. I saw on my ticket that like the source of the ticket issue, it said there was no crash. And also the source of like the ticket or whatever happened was not from a police officer. It was from Flock. Because apparently the Culvers I went to had something called a Flock safety camera. If you don't know what these are publicly installed cameras across the country where you might have seen things that look like this in like parking lots. These are actually police cameras. They are police cameras. You might have seen them in parking lots. They're huge in Georgia. They take a record of every single car that's in their camera, and they all connect across the entire country and share data. So for example, this Flock camera in the Culvers flashed my car and thought that my car was flagged my car as unregistered, and apparently automatically notified every single cop in the area that I was driving a suspended vehicle at the Culvers. So the only reason I got caught wasn't because I was speeding, wasn't because I committed a crime or something. It's because I was eating at Culvers, man. I actually got punished for eating food. What the fuck? I already got punished for eating food. It's called childhood obesity. I don't need to get punished for it twice. Oh my God. And it explains why the guy who didn't say, do you know why I stopped you? He genuinely didn't know why he stopped me. He only found out, like, he just heard the message from Flock that said, suspended vehicle at the Culvers, arrest now, arrest now. And he just went there and just went from there. Yeah, apparently these cameras are super sketchy. Like, apparently one police officer in Texas used it to stalk a woman who went from Texas to, like, Chicago and back. Like, they can use it to, like, track you wherever you are. Like, if you're in a public place, it's just there. I think somebody sent the link earlier, D-Flock or whatever. Yeah, automated license plate readers. There's 57,000 automated license plate readers. They're AI cameras that keep track of everything about your car. So for example, like, here's your back rack, here's the type of car, here's the license plate, here's the Raiders sticker that you have. Like, they're keeping track of everything. And apparently, I guess they just automatically assumed that, like, they were the ones who flagged my car. It wasn't a real cop who did it. Fuck Flock, dude. It won't be long until we also have human cameras, surely. Actually, this might be a good company to invest in. Why the fuck is that your takeaway? Oh my God, it caught Gappy. I guess this will be a really good company to invest in. So, like, yeah, these fucking cameras are super duper fucking scummy. Fuck all of them, okay? And fuck Flock safety. And fuck the fact that I have to go to court because of my dad who randomly canceled the fucking plates. But hey, I fixed my plates. I talked to a friend who is a lawyer, and he was basically like, hey, just go to court. If you show that you're compliant, that you re-registered your car, they're probably just gonna make you pay a fine, and that's it. Like, it won't go on, like, your record or anything, you know? But that's my court story. I still have to go to court at Jan 7th. Definitely show up. That's another important rule. You always have to go to court. And so what's the takeaway from the story? 1, fuck these AI fucking cameras. These are all fucking scummy and shit. 2, make sure your fucking car is registered. Really fucking make sure. And 3, shout out to fucking Alberto, okay? I know Alberto's shit didn't matter at the end of the day, but shout out to Alberto. Alberto's the real MVP here, okay? W Alberto. When I told that guy, do you need the address? And he said, I know where it is. I've been here all my life. That was baller as fuck, man. He's able to Uber drive and pull out fucking movie line bangers, okay? W Alberto, man, all right? Immigrants get the fucking job done, dude. W Alberto, man. Holy. Thank you, Alberto. Thank you. What a fucking G. And also fuck those snitches at the DMV. Miguel was about to give me the license plate twice, and then the snitches snitched.